Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the show. And I hope you all are having a wonderful evening tonight. Um, I'm here by myself. I'm supposed to have a co host coming in, but having some internet issues. Cindy is out of town for some work, but we're going to have a good show. And we're so glad that all of you are here, and hopefully, you are having a wonderful evening. I tell you what, I am ready to go on a cruise. I just got out of a Zoom webinar with Carnival, and they were talking all about um, Galveston and about the Carnival Jubilee. And I've seen some lives going on or went on with that ship. Saw some of the content coming out from the inaugural, and then also the uh, uh, New Year's Eve cruise. And so, and that was really cool. But this webinar, they really focused more on the venues and stuff. And I am so excited to get on that ship. We are going to be on the ship in July and cannot wait. That's why I've got the hat. I am ready. I am so ready to get back on the cruise ship. Just a few more weeks or a few more months, and we will be back on one. We've got stuff going on for then. We are going to Helen, Georgia here in a few weeks. I think we're down to 40 some days, so cannot wait to meet everyone in Helen. It's going to be a great, great time. And so can't wait for that. But so excited for to get back on a cruise ship. Did any of you others, anybody else watch the webinar that Carnival put on tonight? It was really good. I thought it was done really well and put together really well. We are also going to talk about the icon of the seas, and that is the big thing. And I know that there are people on there doing the short cruises, and they're showing some of the stuff of the icon, which it looks like such a fabulous fabulous ship. It's beautiful. That thing is huge, absolutely huge. And I didn't realize, I don't know if other people watched it when it came into port. I didn't realize exactly how big that thing is. I mean, it looked huge, but when you saw it up next to other ships, my goodness, that thing is huge. So, anyways, we are going to be talking about the icon because we are going to have the co-host on that is getting on the icon in a couple of days, coming up this weekend, and he's going to talk all about it, what they're looking forward to, and everything else is going to be a great, great time. So we are so glad that you all are here. Let's quick see who is in the chat. Looks like we have 24 in the chat right now. And so let's just let's say hi to a few people. It looks like Cruise Nuts is in the house. First one's in the house. Welcome in, Mike and Tracy. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful evening and everything's going good with you. Welcome in, Rob. Glad you are here. Marjorie, welcome in, Marjorie. Glad you're here. Hopefully you're having a wonderful evening. Yo. Eddie Lugo is in the house. Yo, Brooklyn in the house and travel. Yep, Eddie is getting ready to get on the Prima along with Cheryl and Jeremy and Scott from the Muscle Drill. A bunch of them are getting ready to get on the Prima this coming Friday. Should be a lot of fun. Alice, obviously. So you guys are going to have a great time. That is, looks like a beautiful ship, and you guys are going to have a fun time, I am sure. We'll see how Eddie does on the racetrack. I hear there's a competition going on. We shall see, Eddie, if you can hold up your end of the deal. All right. Jennifer, welcome in. Glad you are here. Hopefully you and Andrew are doing well. We got Will G in the house. Welcome in, Will. We've got Sea Lake Journeys. Chet, Robin, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. And we are getting ready to see Chet and Robin, along with Tom and Terry from TNT Adventure C and some other wonderful folks, getting on the breakaway on May 19th. Cannot wait. We've never been on a Norwegian ship before. This is our first Norwegian ship. We're going to new ports like St. Thomas and Port de Plata and Totoa. It's going to be a fun time. Cannot wait to get on that ship and see how Norwegian does things. And they great company, great ship. So cannot wait. And we've got Marsha is in the house. Welcome in, Marsha. Hopefully you guys are doing well. You and Kurt having a wonderful evening there, staying warm, staying dry, and staying well. Hopefully you guys are doing good. And we've got Scott is in from Cruising, Controversial Cruising. Welcome in, Scott. Glad you are here. We've got Kenny from Daily Dose of the Bible is in the house. Welcome in, Kenny Oates. Hopefully you are having a wonderful evening, sir. And we've got Elvin Watkins in the house. Welcome in, Elvin. Hopefully you are having a wonderful evening. And we've got Danny D is in the house. Welcome in, Danny D. Hopefully you are having a good evening. And you know what? I have got some packages that you guys won trivias and everything a few weeks ago. I have been bad. I am planning on getting those out this week, and I do apologize to everybody. Hopefully you will forgive me. Hopefully everything's good to go. I'm planning on getting those out real soon. Hopefully within the next couple of days, I will get them out. Some punch list, if you will, or a to-do list. And right now we are sanding our dining room table and chairs and going to redo them and everything. I'm excited when they get done. I think they're going to look great. So I've been working on that, but I am planning on getting those out this week. So you guys should all be able to get it. I'm going to be getting it soon. Let's see here. Okay, let's see that one. All right. Alice, welcome in. Hopefully you are having a wonderful evening. And we've got Antoinette is in the house. Welcome in, Antoinette. Glad you are here. And we've got Sherry with Destination Fun. Sherry had a great live today. We were talking about is cruise ships all inclusive? And they can be. As you know, cruise lines are adding things to their, they're charging for more things, but they can still be all inclusive for the most part, if you want them to be. So, and Kurt in the house. Welcome in, Kurt. Glad you are here. And we've got the Moonlight Adventures, Josh Chastity. What's going on? Welcome in, guys. I was able to pop on your live for a moment, and make sure you check out the Moonlight Adventures. They go live a couple hours before us, and that great couple, great channel. They have a great entertaining. They put out some great content, great lives. So make sure you check out the Moonlight Adventures. If you haven't subscribe to them, watch their stuff. They are fantastic, and can't wait to see you. They're going to be in Helen, so cannot wait to see you guys again. It's going to be great. Eddie and Alice are going to be in Helen too, so can't wait to see them. Also, Sherry with Destination Fun is going to be in Helen. All right, well, we are going to stop it right there for now. Let me go ahead and pin that one. That's where I ended. Thank you. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and bring up the man of the hour, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Michael Clark in the house.
What's going on, everybody?
How are you doing, good sir?
Good. Wish I felt a little better before I go on this cruise, but I'm getting there, I think. I'm hoping.
Yeah, the first question is, how are you feeling? I know that you went back to the doctor today, but you said you're feeling a little bit better than you have been.
I think I'm feeling a little bit better, but I'm still getting winded. So that's an awful big ship to get winded on, and I don't like that.
Yeah, that is a huge ship to try and get around on when you're not feeling very well. So hopefully you are able to kick this thing in the next couple of days. You, what day are you guys headed to the ship? Are you headed on Friday or Thursday?
We are flying down Friday morning at like 10:15, I think. Um,
Nice.
so we'll be there at like 12:30 or somewhere around there.
Very cool. So, you are getting ready to get on the Icon of the Seas.
Yep.
Now, this is not your first Royal ship. You've been on other Royals and Oasis class and everything.
Yeah,
Um,
we've been
but with
on.
this ship, is there something? What are you looking the most forward to on this ship versus some other Oasis class ships that you've been on, stuff like this? Obviously, this is a bigger ship, but what other things are you looking forward to?
I just like seeing new designs on the ships. I can't wait for Jubilee either, but the Icon is just. I really like the way Royal builds their ships. With the split in the middle, and it's almost like you have two cruise ships right next to each other. So there's a ton of room. It spreads everybody out, and they have a lot of things to do for everybody. So I'm really looking forward to that swim up bar on the cruise ship because as far as I know, I don't think there is any on any other cruise ship.
Yeah, I don't think they are, and so you've been on other ships that had the mechanical bartender, correct?
Yeah, and this one will not have that. I was
This one
saying
will not
swim up
have it.
bar as far as the pool in the bar. I mean the
Okay,
bar in
yeah.
the pool. The mechanical bar, Oasis I mean, excuse me, Royal's not doing that anymore. They're actually going to take those robots from the mechanical bar and put them in the Aqua Theater, and they're going to have them do like high dives off of them, and they're incorporating them into the show. I haven't seen much video on that yet, but I will be getting it when I get on there.
Very cool. Do you know with the Icon, are they having some different entertainment show wise that some new things that are coming when it comes to shows
So
and entertainment?
the Aqua Theater is going to be totally different because it was outdoors and now it's going to be indoors. So you won't have to worry about the weather being a factor. I guess if the ship's rocking too much, then you might have an issue. But as far as like raining or wind or anything, it's not going to get to them, and they'll still be able to perform the show. And then all of Royal's shows on each ship, even if it's an Oasis class ship, every single one of their Oasis class ships have different shows on them. So it makes you want to go to get on each one of them because of that. It's not like a carbon copy on each one. It's a totally different ice show. It's a totally different Broadway show. So it's a lot of fun. And this one here has the Wizard of Oz, so it should be pretty good.
Awesome. What about food? Do you know, are there going to be different food venues? Because I know, like with the Excel class with Carnival, they brought in a lot new food venues. Do you know if there's some new ones that Royal has not had on other ships before with this one?
Yep. So on the what used to be the boardwalk area is now like a kids section. They're going to have a buffet back there so that the kids can kind of stay in that area, and if they're swimming or doing whatever, they can go hit the buffet there. It's a smaller scale, but it's still something that they can hit there and stay in this kids area. And then there's a food truck right outside of that that does like fast stuff like chicken nuggets, French fries, burgers, I think hot dogs. And before um, you had playmakers, which you had to pay for. You had the Johnny Rockets, which breakfast was free, but you had to pay for the lunch and dinner. And then they had the hot dog stand, which had like hot dogs and brats, different ones each day or whatever. The hot dog stand was free, but all the other ones you had to pay for, except for breakfast at Johnny Rockets. And here, this new buffet is going to be free, as well as the kids the truck thing. Now they are going to have a restaurant down that end that is a specialty restaurant that you could pay for. But on the front of the ship, where the aqua theater is, they're going to have a like an aqua theater marketplace that has four um, little stops like your street eats on XL class. One of them is going to have like macaroni and cheese, and it's going to have like different things that they put in the macaroni and cheese, um, like meat, different types of meat, and stuff like that. And then they have a Asian cuisine, which is ginger, and I can't remember what the other two are, but I'm definitely going to try them, and I'll get some videos for everybody on different things there. And I may go. I'm going to do a live on the sailaway somewhere around sailaway time frame. It's 4 o'clock, and I may be able to go through some of these different areas that they don't have on any of the other ships, like the different food areas. And then there is the normal Windjammer buffet that's free, and I know I'm missing something. They have another. I think they have another food area, one or two food areas that are free as well. I mean, you have the Pearl Cafe, which was replaced by the Pearl Cafe is the new one. It used to be the Cafe Promenade. So when they put that new opening in, that's they made the Pearl Cafe instead of the Cafe Promenade. It does look like it has a little bit more to it than the old Cafe Promenade did. Looks like it has a little bit more of a food choice to it. And then of course you have your Sorrento's, that's free pizza.
Very cool.
But we'll see.
On this one, are are your kids going with you guys, or is it just going to be you and your wife on this one?
It's just me and my wife on this one. When we booked it, we had already had we already knew we were going to Tennessee, and we took the kids out of school for that, so just can't do it again.
Yeah, very cool. All right, well, let's see who else is in the chat. We've got I Love Cruising Royal. Well, welcome in. Glad you are here. Do you have plans on going on the Icon? Anybody else have plans on going on the Icon? Let us know in the chat. Also, you can put in the chat what your countdowns are, any type of trips. It doesn't have to be cruising. Anything that you have going on, go ahead and put those in the chat also. And you can also drop your link if you have a YouTube channel by just typing in 020, and Nightbot will drop your link. But welcome in. And we've got TNT Adventures to see what coming in, and they are going to Helen also, along with the Clocks. They're going to Helen, Georgia.
Yep.
But TNT Adventures is going to Helen, and they are going on the Norwegian Breakaway with us May 19th. Can't wait to meet you guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. Cannot wait to get on that ship. Something new. It's awesome. Have you cruised Norwegian before?
On the Vloggers cruise, we did Norwegian.
That's Breakaway. Right. You were on the Breakaway. How did you like the Breakaway? The Breakaway is going to be a new ship for us. We've never cruised Norwegian, so it's going to be the first time for us. How did you like the Breakaway?
I didn't enjoy it. Not to say that anybody else won't, but but they do have some good shows on there. So I'm pretty sure Sea Lake Journeys is a music fan, and I'm pretty sure that TNT is a music fan. Hopefully they still have the show. It's the Fleetwood Mac Rumors album. So they have this band that does the whole album, and in between songs, they tell you what was going on when they made that album. Nice. I will tell you right now that when if you want to go to that show, you have to get there early because the venue's small that they put it in. Unless they moved it to a theater or something like that, they should have put it in the main theater. It's that good. If you like Fleetwood Mac, and it's a lot of history to it too. I didn't know all this stuff was going on when they're making that album.
Yeah. All right, let's see what we're going on. And what is Jennifer saying? I watched the webinar. Very cool. Yeah, I enjoyed the webinar. Mike was on it also. Says it was great, but seeing the Jubilee in person's way better. I'll bet it is, and we can't wait to get on that ship. But I really liked how they were explaining the different venues and everything. It was very, very cool. Let's see. Just checking down, making sure. And there's says hello to everyone in the live chat. Hopefully you guys are doing well tonight, Kurt. Checking down. Hey, we got Bill, Warmstrong Adventures in the house. Welcome in, Bill. Just saw Bill and Sherry over on Sherry's Live. Did a great job talking about, again, what's included in the cruise versus what is not, and if it is all inclusive. Did a great job there, Bill. And saw that you were also on our Instagram side. And so welcome in. It looks like we've actually got a couple people over there right now on our Instagram side. So pop over to see that. So if anybody wants to check out our Instagram channel, we greatly appreciate it. Let's see. Hey, we got Mike with Cruise Vets in the house. Welcome in, Mike. Hopefully you are having a wonderful evening. Mike was over there with Sherry and Destination Fun also. And then TNT Adventures says, you sound like my wife. Oh, that thing's huge. Okay, Don. Yeah. Oh, that was last.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. Absolutely. Right. And let's see here. Just checking down. Everyone's chatting with everyone, which is awesome. Love seeing everyone talking to each other. Just fantastic. Just checking, make sure if you do have a question, make sure you just type in the word question. We can highlight it. And Danny D, oh yeah, don't forget that Helping Hands for Cruising does have a cruise-a-thon coming up February 9th and 10th. And if anyone can help during the cruise-a-thon, please email Sharon Scene. Times are, and she has some times available there. We are participating, but I don't remember what time we are on. I will let you guys know next week. I can't remember what time we're going to be on with that, but we are participating. We are on Saturday, I do believe.
That weekend, I'll be changing over to night shift because the outage starts on the 12th. Actually, I'm going to be starting on the 11th.
Yeah, that's right. You're going to be working. You're working like 6/10s or something like that.
6/12s.
6/12s. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
6 to 6.
Oh my God. Wow. 6 in the morning till 6 at night.
No, 6 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Oh, graveyard shift. Have you done that shift before?
Yeah, I do it. I normally do it every year during the outage, just because
gotcha.
I'm more of a night person anyway. So I'm going to be off on Friday nights. I think I'm probably going to do a Friday night live, just to stay up on the night that I'm off and see what happens.
Yeah, very cool. And then we've got Kathy Mills. Welcome in, Kathy. Glad you are here. Hopefully you are doing well and everything's going good with you. And let's see. Oh, and thank you very much, Sherry. Yeah, everyone hit the thumbs up button if you would. It helps us with the algorithms and with YouTube. And we greatly appreciate it. We always forget to mention that. So if you would, please hit that. And we've got Z is in the house. Welcome in, Z. Hopefully you are having a good evening, sir, and everything's going well with you. Let's see here. And I think I said hi to Scott, but if I didn't, I'm saying it to you again, Scott. Welcome in. I can't remember. And Jennifer says, clock. And TNT Adventures, remember there is still room to join the breakaway cruise. Absolutely, we can still get you on that ship. just email me at Bruce at Ocean Travel, and we can get you set up. And Marshall says, I keep looking for a legend. And then I realized he was talking about Mike. Mike is a legend. He is the
No respect, I tell
legend.
you.
Uh, all right. All righty. So you are getting ready. So when you get on the cruise ship, do you have a routine? Is it what's the first thing you like to do when you get on? So you're getting on the Icon. What's the first thing you're looking to do after you do your muster drill? Because I know that's the first thing you're going to do.
We do actually normally do the muster drill right off the bat because Royal's easy. Royal, you just walk right through your muster drill. They scan your card and you're done. The After that, we normally go get lunch because a lot of times we get up early to get to the cruise port to try to be the first ones on, and sometimes we eat breakfast, sometimes we don't. So we're normally pretty hungry, and we want to see what the kind of foods they have. So I think I'm going to try to do something, one of these new restaurants. One thing that they don't have anymore, which is a place that we used to go on the Oasis class, was the Solarium Bistro, because that was a buffet that had pretty much, it had about 3/4 of the same stuff that they have on the Windjammer, but it's not as crowded. And a lot of people don't know about the Solarium Bistro until after you're there for a day or two, unless you've went on a Oasis class ship before. So that's a little tip for people that are going on an Oasis class. Hit the Solarium Bistro. The dining room is a little bit nicer and is a little bit less people in there.
Do you with Royal? Is there do they have, like with Carnival they have Guy's Burgers and everyone has to get a Guy's Burgers, but is there anything on Royal that you definitely have to have or that you try to have? They're a signature place or anything like that?
So Royal has the El Loco Fresh, the Mexican restaurant that does burritos, quesadillas, and nachos, and then you can put whatever kind of toppings on your nachos that you want to do. So that's one we normally hit. We were there for a little while doing late dining, and we kind of changed now. Actually, we got stuck on late dining on this sailing just because I booked it like the day it came out. So at the time we were still doing the late dinings. And we just, on the last couple cruises that we did the early dining, we found that it's a lot better. Doing the late dining, you get hungry about 4 o'clock. So you end up eating almost a meal. And then you go back to dinner later on. And you have like a lull in between. So we kind of want to do the early dining, get it done and over with. And then you have the whole night to worry about if you want to go to an early show or late show or what kind of entertainment you want to do, and you don't have to worry about missing anything because you end up missing stuff going to the late dining.
Yeah, that's true. We normally do your time dining with Carnival, and but we might try an early dining. Cindy doesn't want to do the late dining because a lot of the good shows are happening while you're sitting down to eat. So we always try to eat early if we can.
Yeah.
So if we want to get to a good show, we can do that.
So the booze cruise we did, I guess, anytime dining, and that was the first time I ever done that. The wife likes being able to go to the restaurant, the main dining room, and having the same waiters every night and getting they greet you every night. They know how you like. She does like tea with honey and stuff, especially if she's got like a sore throat or whatever. She does like tea with honey. So they would get her routine down and they'd already have it sitting at the table for her. So she enjoys that, the whole sense of I don't know what you'd call it, to just personal touch, I guess.
Right, yeah, and she yeah, and I can understand that. Some people like to have that same waiter, and they get to know what type of food you like and all that, and
Yeah.
absolutely, I do get that. We've never done that yet, but we may try that on one of these just to experience that. The reason we normally do your time or anytime dining is just because depending on if we're off doing a short excursion, we just don't want to get back late or whatever, and we can
Yeah.
just take our go in whenever. But that makes sense to have
Well, that
have
was
that.
that was the other reason why we were doing late dining is because we were always worried that we were going to be off the cruise ship, and because some of the ports are in there till sometimes 5, 6 o'clock at night, and if you're at 5 o'clock dining, there's no way you're going to make either one of those. Well, here lately, we haven't been staying out. We come back 2, 3 hours before the we're supposed to be anyway. So we got to thinking of like we would never miss it anyway, unless we did some sort of excursion that the ship put us on, and if that was the case, then we could always just go to the buffet that night.
Yeah,
So we were like, yeah, we need to start changing our dining to the early.
yeah, absolutely. All right, let's check in with the chat. We've got Will. Together we travels in the house. Welcome in, Will. Hopefully you're having a wonderful evening and everything's good with you. Welcome in. Glad you are here. Let's see. And we've got Emily is in the house. Welcome in, Emily. And hopefully you're having a good evening there. And here's a question. I love cruising. Royal says, "What the Wizard of Oz?"
Yep, that's going to be the big production play in the theater.
So it's the play of the movie or whatever, Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. So each one of the
And
ships
then,
have like a Broadway musical / play. So one, I think Oasis has Cats. Um, I think Wonder's the only one that didn't. Wonder didn't get a show, I don't think, because they were trying to rush it out just after the pandemic, and I don't think they ever got the show ready. So a lot of times they use that big theater for like comedy shows if they think they're going to have a lot of people going there, or different other types of shows. They normally have like 2 or 3 shows in the main theater. Like one of them did, I think Wonder did a stomp show that they like beat on trash cans and like the Blue Man Group type thing. Um, use all kinds of different things, but that was a good show. And I'm
it's
not
great
sure what all the shows are on
on
Icon
this
yet.
one.
I just
Yeah,
I just know that um, I know we're set up for the Aqua show. We're set up for the and that's another thing with Royal is you want to keep checking your app because one day they'll just throw a good thing to do is sign up for the Facebook pages of the different cruises you're going on, because that's how I knew exactly what time the shows went on the app, and then you could go ahead and book your reservations for it, because there's going to be a lot of people getting on the ship for the first day. There's not going to be any reservations left, so
yeah,
they're going to have to stand in line each night that they want to do something and hope that somebody doesn't show up, which there's always room in there, but it's a matter of you're gonna have to wait in a line till they know for sure that people aren't showing up.
yeah. That's
Um,
one thing that we have to get used to, because like with Norwegian, you make your dinner reservations ahead of time and stuff too. Um, and different things that you want to do. Where with Carnival, the entertainment, all that, you don't have to do any of that kind of stuff. You
yeah,
just show up, and now you end up standing in line. But we're trying to get used to that, and Royal does the same thing where you have to make the reservations for the different shows and stuff like that. So that's probably a good thing. That way they can, not, make sure they have the right, it's not overpacked or whatever. So,
Yeah.
and we've got Ross with Orange Cone Vlog is in the house. Welcome in, Ross. And we've got Ron with Rolo 69 is in the house. Welcome in, Ron. Hopefully you are having a wonderful evening, sir. Part of Barry Brain. And let's see. And then we've got a Facebook user. Hello there. Well, welcome in, Facebook user. Hopefully you are having a wonderful evening and everything's going well with you. So the 020 only works on the YouTube side. So sorry about that, but I don't believe it will drop your link if you're on the Facebook side. And we have got Darnisha. I probably butchered that, Parker. I apologize. But welcome in. Hopefully you are having a wonderful evening and everything is good with you this evening. Welcome in. I don't believe I've seen that name before. So welcome in. Glad you are here. And we've got Darian is in the house. Welcome in, Darian. We're going to get to see you here in a couple weeks in March. I think we're like under 50 days, aren't we? We're getting close to that.
I want to say it was only like 51 the other day when he did the show with 51 or 54 when he did the show with Sherry. So
yeah, so
we
I
should
think
be
we're
under 50, I believe.
40s. So it's going to be here before you know it.
Yep.
And then I Love Cruising Royal says, no, I'm not doing the Icon. Hopefully 2025, 18 days on the Odyssey of the Seas. I have 4 this year. Clock, thanks for the food breakdown.
Yep, no problem.
So right now she's not booked on the Icon. Yeah, the prices for the Icons really have, they're pretty high up there. But so was the Wonder when it first came out, and those prices have gone down now. So I'm sure the same thing will happen with Icon once they get a few cruises under their belt, hopefully.
Yeah, and I mean they have a new Icon class ship coming out each year for the next 3 years. So
right.
Once they get a couple of them out there, it'll drop the prices of them just like it did for Oasis and Harmony and all them.
Yep. And then Will says 3 days until the Jubilee, and then 110 until the horizon. That is awesome. We can't wait for the Jubilee in July. And the clock's going to be on that one with us too.
Yep.
Have Luggage World Travels group cruise is also during that. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be able to meet more people that haven't met before. So we can't wait for that.
Will G that's in here. He I think Will G's in here. He'll be on that one as well.
Yes, he will be. He's also booked on our 2026 group cruise. So it should be really, really good. And we've got Jeffrey, Jamestown baseball commissioner. Welcome in, Jeffrey. Hopefully you are having a wonderful evening, sir, and everything is good, going well with you. Let's see, just so put one more O in there. It's 020, and I should drop your link. I'm just checking to see if anyone has any questions. So you guys are flying in on Friday, you said?
Yep, down to Miami, and then I think we're gonna have the port that Warmstrong. Me and Bill went down there, and actually it's where we met Sherry and Danny. There's a little port place, I can't remember what it's called, it's a bunch of shops and stuff like that. So we're gonna hang out there during the day. Um, if Icon's in, we may try to go near it, but for the most part, we're probably gonna just hang out at that shopping area, get some lunch and dinner, and then hopefully meet up with some other YouTubers because I know Beach Please is on it. Mark from Cruise World's on it. I believe Arc Adventures is on it. Howie Cruise is on it. So there's a few channels that we've met before on the Vloggers Cruise and some other channels that we've seen. So hopefully we get to meet up with some people.
So, what ports are you going to on this one?
We're going to St. Kitts, St. Thomas, and Coco Cay.
And this is a 7-day cruise.
What was that?
Is this a 7-day cruise?
7 days. Yep. Saturday to Saturday.
Have you? So you've been to Coco Cay before? Have you been to the other two ports also?
Hold on one second. Yep. We have been to St. Thomas and St. Kitts. St. Kitts is actually one of my favorite ports. It's a lot of history with the island. They have these little monkeys that run around wild, and just a lot of history with it.
Very cool.
Sorry.
You're good, buddy. I know you're not feeling well. Yeah. And then we've got Martizas. I'm sorry if I pronounced your first name wrong. Yarn and Crafts is in the house. So welcome in. Hopefully you are having a wonderful evening and everything is good to go with you. We've got Cruising with Keith is in the house. Welcome in, Keith. Hopefully you're doing. Hopefully you're having a good job. Keith They do a live on Wednesday nights with Alice and with Tinkerbell called Across the Waves. So if you guys want to check out a good live on Wednesday nights, you can check them out. Let's see here. Cruising with Keith says, I like my time dining because you don't know what events the ship will have before you get on. This is very true. This is one reason why we do choose your time dining. We've done it every time, but we are going to probably try because I do want to experience what that is to have the same waiter. Although our very first cruise, we were on the Carnival Triumph. And the waiter that we had, we did your time dining, but we had him every night. It was really weird. We got seated in his area every night, so it was very cool. Those the staff, well, not only your room steward, but the staff in the main dining room amazed me. Where you can go sit in their area one time and not see them again for 3 days, and they still know who your name is. Just amazes me with their memory and everything.
Yep, that and they'll see you. A lot of the assistant waiters, they have to do the the buffet and all at breakfast time. So you'll see them up at the buffet in the morning, and they'll come over and talk to you sometimes too.
Yeah. And then I Love Cruising Royal says Wonder did not have an actual Broadway show, but the production voices was amazing.
Yep, and I may have recorded that whole show on that as well. I haven't put it out, but because it's all music, so I'd get hit with a copyright. But it was a good show, yeah.
And then Chelsea said, I don't know if it's just me, but I was trying on another person's live. Click the link that Nightbot gives you, not working. It won't take me to the other. Oh, that's interesting. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, sorry, I should be working, but I'll have to check that out and see what's going on with that. And now Kenny's over on the forward, man, aka Kenneth Oaks. Welcome in, Kenny. Thank you for your support, buddy. And hopefully everything is going good with you with your new home, new home and everything. All right, Tom and Terry, have a great evening. And see you around the channel, Stalls for Sea Lakes. Absolutely. But welcome in, guys. Hopefully you have a wonderful evening. Thanks for coming in. We greatly appreciate you guys. So thank you so much. Can't wait to see you in Helen. And Destination Fun says Bayside Market.
That's the place in Miami
Oh, okay.
that I
Gotcha.
met her.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Let's check it. And we got James Cantonese is in the house. Welcome in, James. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful evening. Everything's going good with you, sir. And Will G says the Triumph was my first cruise ship also. Yeah, so this was a few years after the infamous poop cruise. But and it was all cleaned up and everything was good to go. We really enjoyed that ship, and it was a nice and that we it was our first time cruising and really got hooked to cruising with that. But we really enjoyed that ship. We thought it was a good ship. Now it's called they changed it to the Sunrise, I believe, is what it is now.
Trying to hide the in case somebody searched that cruise.
Exactly. Trying to to hide them. So, James is going to Helen also.
Yep.
Fantastic. Well, we can't wait to see you there, James. Very, very cool. That, from my understanding, with Darien, we're like up to, I think it was 100 people or so now. That is just crazy. Hope that town's ready for it.
I think somebody said, I'm trying to think who it was the other day. It was in one of the lives. They said they're going to come by and just hang out with us for a little while. They live right near there. So that's even more than 100. They're just going to come by like Saturday or something and hang out for a little while and then go home.
Yeah, I think was it June and Brady's or something. I remember someone saying that. I can't remember who it was.
Yep.
And then Kenny says everything's going good except being snowed in and can't go to. You can keep that snow there. We don't. It's not very often that we experience where we get snowed in or anything, so you can just keep that.
That's
hey, Sean, welcome in. Sorry, I am late. You are never late, Sean. You are right on time. We appreciate you, and hopefully you are having a good day there. Hopefully everything's going good with you. Together we travel. Will says you can at times have the same wait staff with your time dining. Just let them know at the desk, and they will try to seat you in that area.
Yep.
Very, very
I heard
true.
that the other day too.
Yep. Very, very true. And then Darian says, so far the count at the dinner is standing at 100. So I've seen videos of that restaurant. That restaurant doesn't even look that big that it could handle 100 people.
I know they said something about putting up a tent outside, a heated tent.
Wow. That's just amazes me. Amazes me. It's awesome though. It's really built up. I think this is what number fourth year, and what it's built up to from where it started. It's fantastic. And Will G says we cruised on her out of Galveston December 2013 after the poop cruise. Yeah, so we were on her. We cruised her on her out of Galveston too, and it was in April or May of 2015. We were on her. And Kenny says he doesn't want it himself. And Chris says, Life with Mountain Folk will come and spend Friday and Saturday. They live near there. So Life
Okay.
with Mountain Folk live near Helen, and so they'll be there on Friday and Saturday. Very cool.
I'm planning on bringing some cornhole boards so we can have a little tournament or something.
So you ready to lose?
Whatever.
We love cornhole. We got one. We like practicing with it in the background. That's a fun game. Have you
Yeah.
ever played it on a cruise ship? I've seen them do a little tournament on. I can't remember what ship we were on.
So I think they did one. I don't know. They did beer pong on Glory, but the one they did on I think they did on Adventure. It was just one board, and you stood like 6 feet away, and you threw it at the board, and it wasn't the same.
Yeah,
Sometimes they
yeah,
use those ones that are plastic, and
yeah,
when the bag hits, they like bounce 3 feet.
yeah. I've seen that kind too. It's like that's not really cornhole.
Yeah.
Let's see. The weather out here is horrible. Really bad snow. No, you guys can keep that
Yeah.
there. I'm good with my liquid sunshine out here.
I had a little bit of snow last week, and that was enough.
Yeah. Um, uh, I'm excited that I'm moving to Texas this year. No more snow. They do get snow in Texas. Not near as much as probably what you're getting out there, but our daughter got a little bit of snow. Um, I want to say it's about a month ago or so. She lives in Waco, and they got like maybe a half an inch or something like that. So, but nothing probably like what you're um, dealing with there. Sherry says, "I want to play cornhole." James says, "I want to play darts." Hey, darts is a cool game.
Yep. I
Or
used to play that. I played League for 14 years in darts.
yeah, that's awesome. I've played it a couple times. Not very good at it, but it's a fun game to do. Uh, and then Joe Wyka is in the house. Well, welcome in, Joe. Is it safe? It is very safe to cruise these days. Yeah, they they've definitely improved since since back then. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Uh, and Fordman says, "I unfortunately don't think I'm going to make it to Helen this year." Yeah, I heard that, Kenny. That's too bad. I was hoping to get to meet you, buddy. Darian says, "I want to play spaghetti ice." um, let's see. Let's see here. Uh, can't wait to see who will be cooking in Helen. I don't think anyone's going to be cooking.
No.
Let's see here. All right. Well, we are getting close to wrapping it up. So I want to thank Mike for coming in, talking about the icon. This was fantastic.
Yep. No problem.
You guys are really going to have a fun time. This ship it still amazes me at the size of this ship. It's just crazy. But you were talking about the reason that it's so wide. They did something different with the design or something with this
Well,
ship.
the Oasis class is the same way. They do a split in the middle where they do
Right.
Central Park, and they have the boardwalk in the back, and it's almost like you have two cruise ships right next to each other.
Right.
It's that wide, so it's a lot of fun. It's beautiful ships. I mean, hopefully this one will be just as nice as the Oasis class, which I believe it will be. Some things are kind of weird, like all those water slides and stuff, but they have 6 on this one, and the Oasis class had 3. They're going to have that nice infinity pool in the back, which I think is going to have some nice views as long as the sun's not killing you. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
But they have a lot of activity. I mean, so with Raw, I mean, they have the flow rider. Do you ever do
Yep.
that?
I do not do the flow rider.
Or do the flow rider?
Every once in a while, I'll go up there and videotape people that are doing the flow rider.
Yeah. Do your kids ever try it, or Ricky or anyone?
I made the kids try it one time just to say that they did it. They weren't too happy with me, but I recorded that whole thing too. But
Oh man,
they're like, never again.
never. And then you got they do the zip lining. Is that one on this ship also? That's a pretty
Somebody
standardized
said they don't have it, but I thought they did. So I'll be letting everybody know.
Yeah. And then are you a water slide person? Do you go down the water slides and everything? They have this one don't they have this one that just like drops?
Yeah, they have a drop slide. Then they have a tube slide that I think 4 or 5 people can get on. Like I said, 6 different slides. 2 of them are racing slides that kind of go off at different angles, but you race each other down to the bottom. And then, like I said, the drop slide. Then there's 1 or 2 that have like you put a tube on it, and you have 4 or 5 people on it.
Very cool. I can't wait to see all your content that you're going to be bringing out of the ship, and you're going live on Embarkation Day, and then are you going to? And you said you're going to try and go live at least once or twice during the week. Is that true?
Yeah, as long as the internet's working for me, I'm planning on doing some lives throughout the week. I may even do a live before 4 o'clock. Before 4 o'clock on Embarkation Day. I'm getting on the ship. My time is 12:30. I'm hoping I can get on a little bit earlier than that. So I may hit a live before then, just see how it is. That way I know how it's going to be for 4 p.m. So
very cool.
Keep the bell notification on.
Yep. Put that notification on. If you guys have not subscribed to Clock Family Adventures, make sure you go over to the channel, subscribe, put that notification bell. So all the content from the Icon of the Seas and the lives that they're going to be doing from the ship, you will be notified. All right, everybody. Well, again, thank you, Mike, for coming in. Even though you're not feeling real well, I greatly appreciate it. Everyone have a wonderful evening. Make sure you go over and check out Nautical Nurse Nancy and put in 020 Ray. Let her know we sent you her way. She's about ready to go live, so go check her out. All right, everybody. Well, everyone have a wonderful evening. And until next time, happy travels. We will see you out there.